Good morning, everyone. And since everyone is with us and social distancing, I remove my mask. Good morning again, and I am honored to introduce today a colleague who is not only an astute infectious disease physician, but as you will soon discover, is also a poet. Dr. Joseph Adrian Buensalido, or Jondi to his peers, trained in internal medicine at the University of the Philippines, Philippine General Hospital, and pursued infectious disease fellowship training at the Wayne State University, Detroit Medical Center. He returned to the Philippines in 2014 as a Maliit scientist and eventually established his infectious disease practice at UPPGH, the Asian Hospital and Medical Center, and Makati Med Chair. When Jondi joined our section at Makati Med, my first impression was that he was very articulate and he loved to teach. On many occasions, I have witnessed Jondi patiently discuss complex cases in very simple terms with doctors and even patients and caregivers. He is also a prolific writer, having authored medical book chapters and international scientific journal articles. He always kept his cool, and I have never seen him get upset. Jondi always wore a mask even before this became a norm. But I knew that he was always smiling behind his mask when I ran into him during rounds. Through the years, I realized that Jondi is not only an erudite, confident, and eloquent IB doctor, but also a multi-talented person. Not many know that Jondi is a performer and has displayed his skills as the rock and roll singer Elvis, as the transformed protagonist in Beauty and the Beast, and as the lead star in many PSMID convention performances. I heard from our IB fellows that he did not need much convincing to play these parts. So during this pandemic, Jondi was an invaluable member of our team. We appreciate his out-of-the-box thinking. Thanks to him, zinc gluconate supplementation for COVID-19 became a trending topic in our country group. He chairs the sepsis and septic shock working group of PSMID. And at the start of the pandemic, when we encountered the first cases of critical COVID-19, he proposed that our team use steroids for these cases as we do for the management of sepsis. At that time, we relied on very limited information from the experience of Chinese health teams managing COVID-19, and their initial recommendation was to minimize the use of steroids. Jondi thought otherwise and asserted that the clinical presentation of the patients in the ICU could be explained by cytokine storm, such that steroids would likely help. The UK data eventually established that, and steroids became standard of care for hospitalized COVID-19 cases. The multifaceted doctor surprised us again when he announced that he had published a book on COVID-19. But we were even more amazed when we learned that he wrote poems in Filipino to document almost every important aspect of the pandemic. What he has written uniquely captures the thoughts, fears, and aspirations of every front line. The beautiful illustrations of Giselle made the book even more special. I hope you will enjoy as much as I did Mikrobyong Maliit, Pandemyang Pasakit, ang sinulang salaysay ng Pandemyang COVID-19, written by our very own Dr. Joseph Adrian Buensalido and illustrated by Dr. Giselle Buensalido. Congratulations. Thank you.